This is Karl Moore talking management for the Globe Mail. Today I'm delighted to speak to Jennifer Heil, who is one of Canada's great Olympic athletes. Jennifer, you just retired recently. You're one of Canada's great women athlete of the year last year. How do you give up your lifelong passion and turn to something else?
Yeah, well, I mean, sport, it's very interesting because there's kind of a due date on sport and there is a time where you have to move on. And for me, I felt like the time was right. I was fortunate. I had achieved all my objectives. And for me, I want to find success off my skis. You know, it's one small part of my life, my ski career. It's hard to know that in the moment, but I wanted to move on to new things. So I felt really comfortable to move on to the next step. And I take all the experience with me and some amazing life lessons.
So what's the next step? What do you do after that? Because you've achieved the top in the world. Mm-hmm. Where do you move on to from that?
Well, it's a very unique experience to be 28, to have achieved the top of sport, and to have been working on such, not, I guess, excellence, and always working towards those finely tuned goals and trying to get absolute excellence. And then it's time to start again. And so it's like you almost have to go back to the very beginning, and it's been a very interesting experience and very challenging to challenge myself to go back to that first place where I was when I was 9 years old, where I was learning many new skills. And so that's where I'm at right now. I'm back in school, back at McGill full time, and just learning a lot of new skills. And obviously a lot that I learned on the ski hill still applies, and I take those lessons with me. But it's fun, and it's the best way to explain it is when I was skiing, it was a very narrow focus. It was one objective, to be the best in the world, 30 seconds to do it. And everything in my life was organized around that goal. And now I've kind of stepped back and I have the opportunity to explore new things and to explore which direction I want to go in next. And it's a really fun time in my life.
What things that were part of being an Olympic athlete do you think are transferable to business? Where are the parallels that we might not see?
Oh my gosh. The parallels between sport and business are vast. And to be honest, you can't really break it down. It's like when I get the question, what's the difference in winning an Olympic medal? Is it physical or mental? Well, there is no divide there. So the lessons I've learned, perseverance, resiliency, commitment, dedication, all these things, those are lifelong lessons. And I think the business world, it's competitive, it's moving at a rapid pace, you have to adapt. All those things I learned in sport are transferable into business.